All right, time for a little daily rant. Democratic strategist David Goodfriend has the floor. Hi, David.
Hey, Dylan, how are you?
Good.
Listen, in the midst of all the budget battles and economic policy debates going on these days, there is a falsehood being perpetrated that gets me madder and madder the more I hear it. Conservative Republicans claim that their philosophy of cutting taxes and gutting regulations is good for business and the economy. And even some Democrats fall into the trap of repeating these falsehoods. When they want to look pro-business, they point to all the tax cuts they support. The truth, however, is that progressivism is great for economic growth, and business leaders know it. The values of fair competition, good wages, and government as a tool for getting important things done, in fact, promotes economic growth better than conservatives will admit. For example, conservatives claim that all regulations harm business. That, of course, depends on which businesses you're talking about. The satellite TV industry never would have taken off without a law written by Democrats Al Gore and Ed Markey. The law required cable companies that own channels to sell access to those channels to new competitors like satellite. Republicans fought it, but the results speak for themselves. Conservatives claim that the minimum wage and other worker protections raise costs and harm business, but Walmart, the largest retailer, has repeatedly called for an increase in the minimum wage. Why? So that Walmart customers who often earn minimum wage can afford to buy more. Conservatives claim that government programs are a drain on business and that what we need is to cut taxes and spending to free up businesses to grow. But pharmaceutical companies have stepped in repeatedly to oppose cuts to the National Institutes of Health. And this year, even Newt Gingrich opposed House Republicans' plans to cut NIH funding. Big Pharma generally does not do basic scientific research. They look to the government, NIH, to do that so that pharma can take those discoveries and turn them into new medical treatments and make money, which, of course, creates jobs and growth. Now, stock market trends support the progressive pro-growth effect. Bill Clinton raised taxes to balance the budget, but he also helped to usher in new competition in markets from telecommunications to energy. On the other hand, George W. Bush cut taxes, deregulated financial markets and much of the economy, and what was the result? Well, Clinton presided over the longest economic expansion in American history with a budget surplus and over 22 million jobs created. President Bush, on the other hand, bloated the deficit and left office with the worst recession in post-war history. So, do the math. Progressivism is the most pro-growth political philosophy around. Now, I can't get Republicans to change their tune, but I do wish that Democrats would stop trying to imitate conservatives on economic issues. They instead should promote pro-growth progressivism. Dylan?
All right, David, thank you so much. A beautiful rant as always. David Goodfriend.